I'm looking forward. I've met about 15 people in Marshalltown so far, and one of the most exciting things about it is that people are excited about this theater. I think what we're doing tonight is a thing that can just grow and get even more beautiful, but thanks for being here. And Craig is our first guy. Go get him.
Yeah, go get him. I know that song.
One of your favorites. This one obviously isn't my song, and it's got some age to it, so maybe somebody will recognize it, maybe not. No one to walk with, all by myself. No one to talk with, I'm happy on a shelf. Ain't misbehaving, saving my love for you. I don't stay out late, got no place to go. I'm home about 8, just me and my radio. Ain't misbehaving, saving my love for you. Like Jack Horner in the corner, don't go nowhere, what do I care? Your kisses are worth waiting for, believe me. I know for certain you're the one I love. You know, there's no more flirting, it's you I'm thinking of. Ain't misbehaving, saving my love for you. Like Jack Horner in the corner, don't go nowhere, what do I care? Your kisses are worth waiting for, believe me. I know for certain you're the one I love. There's no more flirting, it's you I'm thinking of. Ain't misbehaving, saving my love for you. Thank you. This song comes with a little story, bear with me here. I went down to Missouri and did some wild hog hunting. Good story start there. And I got tired. It was in the middle of the afternoon, I was getting tired, and I sat down in this old cemetery, and I got to noticing that there was a whole family buried there with kids all the way from 2 years up to 16 years, and they were all buried side by side in this cemetery, and it just made me imagine what kind of a story was behind that. So I had to write a little song about it. High above big Piney River, where once stood a cabin home, in a clearing on a hillside is a row of cricket stones. In their way they tell the story of the courage and the will of a family facing hardship in them old Missouri hills. Little stones of weathered marble carved out by the father's hands tell of how they lost their children to the fever and the land. They had come this far to settle, and for many happy years, but their dreams died with their youngest when they buried Sarah dear. I can feel their joys and sorrows, I can see their lives again. I can still hear Sarah crying in that lonesome Ozark wind. Thoughts of hope and faded pictures of the fragile and the brave came upon me on that hillside as I lingered o'er the grave. Still with heart so soft and broken stood the rugged pioneers. Nothing's tender when unspoken, or the grave of Sarah dear. I can feel their joys and sorrows, I can see their lives again. I can still hear Sarah crying in that lonesome Ozark wind. She was gone but not forgotten by the ones who loved her then. I could hear poor Sarah crying, then she never cried again. I could still hear Sarah crying, then she never cried again. There it is. Okay, this song I kind of picked up. It's a Dan Seals song, and a friend I grew up with, I've lost now, but he's one of my best friends, and he bought a 67 Firebird that was pale yellow, and this song kind of reminded me of it. She weren't much to look at, she weren't much to ride. She was missing a window on her passenger side. The floorboards were patched up with paper and tar. I really was something in my old yellow car. An American boy with his hands on the wheel of a dream that was made of American steel. Though the seats had the smell of a nickel cigar, I really was something in my old yellow car. Somewhere in a pile of rubber and steel, there's a rusted out shell of an automobile. If engines could run on desire alone, my old yellow car would be driving me home. There's a seat where poor Billy threw up on his date, and where Larry and Sally could no longer wait. There was no road too winding and no place too far, and I wish I was driving my old yellow car. Somewhere in a pile of rubber and steel, there's a rusted out shell of an automobile. If engines could run on desire alone, my old yellow car would be driving me home. Take a look at me now, throwing money around. I'm paying somebody to drive me downtown. Got a Mercedes-Benz with a TV and bar. God, I wish I was driving my old yellow car. Lord, I wish I was driving my old yellow car. Thank you. Yeah, we'll pick it up a little bit here. Thank God, right? Uh-oh. Everybody knows this song, I'm sure, if you're old enough. Hey, where did we go? Days when the rain came down in the hollow, playing a new game, laughing and running, hey, hey, skipping and jumping in the misty morning light with our hearts a thumping, and you, my brown-eyed girl, you, my brown-eyed girl. Whatever happened to Tuesdays and so slow, going down to the old mine with a transistor radio, standing in the sunlight laughing right behind the rainbow's wall, slipping and a sliding, hey, hey, all along the waterfall with you, my brown-eyed girl. You, my brown-eyed girl. Do you remember when we used to sing sha-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-dee-da, sha-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-dee-da, la-dee-da. So hard to find my way now that I'm on my own. Saw you just the other day, my how you have grown. Cast my memory back there, Lord. Sometimes I'm overcome thinking about making love in the green grass behind the stadium with you, my brown-eyed girl. You, my brown-eyed girl. Do you remember when we used to sing sha-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-dee-da, sha-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-dee-da, sha-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-dee-da, la-dee-da. Song's over. Okay, this is my dad. I don't know. My dad in the last years of his life was more identified with an old John Deere tractor than anything else. He mentioned one to me several years back, and if we ever run across one of them, I'd like to pick one up because I grew up with one, and he had all these stories about it. His uncle in Illinois that he spent all his time with had a 38 Model A John Deere, and the whole time he owned it, he spent $138 for maintenance, and that included 2 rear tires. So, so I got to hear all the tractor stories. So I finally found a tractor, and then from then on, it seemed like every Christmas, all anybody ever bought him was John Deere stuff. So I got to write this little song here, and I got to play it for him a few times before he was gone, and he just always wanted to hear the John Deere songs. So here it is. Well, I was just a kid, but I remember the year when Uncle brought home his new John Deere. It was 20 horses all in one machine. Sure was a sight all painted green. Don't know what we'd done without it. It was like a member of the family. We worked those fields, we built that farm. It was our life, Uncle and me and Johnny. Well, the days were long and the work was hard, but that's what made us what we are. Without that Model A John Deere, we'd have never gone so far. I try to tell this generation about the way things used to be. We worked those fields, we built that farm, it was our life. Uncle and me and Johnny, we worked those fields, we built that farm, it was our life. Uncle and me and Johnny. There's the John Deere song. Okay, I don't like when people take old songs and butcher them, so I'm sorry that I gotta do it, because limited capabilities. Crossroads seem to come and go. Gypsy flies from coast to coast, knowing many, loving none, bearing sorrow, having fun. But back home he'll always run with sweet Melissa. Freight trains, each car looked the same, all the same. No one knows a gypsy's name. No one hears his lonely cry. There are no blankets where he lies, but in his deepest dreams he flies with sweet Melissa. Again the morning comes, again he's on the run. Cool wind blowing through his hair, appearing not to have a care. Pick up your gear and gypsy roll on, roll on. Crossroads, will you ever let him go? Lord, Lord, will you hide the dead man's bones? Will he lie beneath the clay? Will his spirit roll away? But you know that he won't stay without Melissa. Oh, you know that he won't stay without Melissa. Thank you. Okay. I've got a song I've played 100 times, and it seems like in the last while the verses just kind of come together and mix up. So I got it right here. I knew a man, Bojangles, and he danced for you. in worn out shoes, silver hair, ragged shirt, and baggy pants. He did the old soft shoe. He jumped so high, he jumped so high. Then he lightly touched down. I met him in a cell in New Orleans. I was down and out. He looked to me to be the eyes of age. As he spoke right out, he talked of life, he talked of life. Clicked his heels all around. He said his name Bojangles and he danced a lick across the cell. He grabbed his pants for a better stance and he jumped so high. And he clicked his heels. He let go, laugh, let go, laugh. Shook back his clothes all around. Mr. Bojangles, Mr. Bojangles, Mr. Bojangles danced. He danced with those at minstrel shows and county fairs throughout the South. He spoke in tears of 15 years how his dog and him traveled about. His dog up and died, he up and died. After 20 years, he still grieves. He said he'd dance now at every chance at honky-tonks for drinks and tips. Most of the time I spent behind these county bars. He said I drank, spit. He shook his head, and as he shook his head, I heard someone ask him, please, please, Mr. Bojangles, Mr. Bojangles, Mr. Bojangles, come on and dance, 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 dance. Thank you. This John Prine song, it always reminds me of summer in Iowa for some reason, I don't know. As the cafe was closing on a warm summer night, Kathy was cleaning the spoons. The radio played a hit parade, and I hummed along to the tunes. She asked me to change the station, said the song just drove her insane. But it weren't the music playing, it was me she was trying to blame. And the sky is black and still out on the hill where the angels sing. Ain't it funny how an old broken bottle looks just like a diamond ring, but it's far, far from me. Well, I leaned on my left leg in the parking lot dirt. Kathy was closing the lights. A June bug flew from the warmth he once knew, and I wish for once I weren't right. She knows she used to laugh with me and dance to any old song. She still laughs with me, but she waits just a second too long. And the sky is black and still out on the hill where the angels sing. Ain't it funny how an old broken bottle looks just like a diamond ring, but it's far, far from me. Well, I started the engine and I gave it some gas. Kathy was cleaning her purse. We hadn't gone far in my beat-up old car when I was prepared for the worst. Will you still see me tomorrow? No, I've too much to do. But a question ain't really a question when you know the answer to. And the sky is black and still out on the hill where the angels sing. Ain't it funny how an old broken bottle looks just like a diamond ring, but it's far, far from me. Yes, it's far, far from me. That's all I got. Thank you.
This is going to be a disaster. Okay. Well, hi, my name's Karl. I'm an alcoholic. Sorry, wrong meeting. I got so many places I gotta be this week. I do think we're gonna have a lot of... All right, this picture. Yeah, you're welcome. Let me know if you need another one. I do think we're gonna have a lot of fun here tonight, but first you're gonna sit through the open mic night, and then get that out of the way. I was gonna do a full set, but you know, there's 6 people, so that's not gonna work. But you see, I have a lot of problems in my life. Really? You seem like you have it all together. You haven't combed your hair in 6 days, but I have a lot of problems. One of my biggest problems is that I don't look tough, you know? I don't. It's impossible for me to seem intimidating because I don't have one of the, I mean, let's face it. I look like Harry Potter's understudy, really. Smelly August. But I don't have one of those classic faces that just says, hey, man, I am gonna kick your ass. What my face says is, hey, man, I'll write a poem. Oh, that's right, you better stand back. I got some stanzas, mofo. A lot of problems in my life. I did something kind of crazy the other day. I don't even know if I should be telling you about it, but should I tell you? I heard more yet. Well, I don't even know how to say this. I made out with a girl in the hospital. It was incredibly intense. I mean, anybody ever do anything like that? Lamos. I did. I made out with this girl right there in the hospital bed, and it was great, but then she came out of the coma, and Her husband was all mad, her newborn was crying, it was a nightmare. I'm a romantic, okay? So I am a single guy, ladies, how you doing? But the night's not over yet. Thank you. Wow, yeah, whoa, pasty, pale white boy, yeah. I just went through a breakup. I don't know though, does a restraining order count as a breakup? I don't think it should. I believe in love at first sight. Problem is I was looking in a mirror. That's good, I don't care what anybody says, that's funny. I notice now that I'm single again though, I have a little bit more money left at the end of each week, because I did not know this going into the relationship, but guys, they expect us to pay for shit. What's that about? I didn't know, because she's like, well, I don't have a job. Honey, I'm a comedian, which means neither do I. I work for laughs. Go to the bank, try to cash in a laugh. They throw your ass out. But, I mean, you guys out there, the 3 guys out there, you can attest that having a girlfriend is expensive. I mean, having a girlfriend cost me a lot of money, especially after she raised her prices. Right after the show, I gotta get going because I got a babysitter at home, right? No, I don't have any kids, but where else am I gonna find a 17-year-old girl for only $4 an hour?
The first one is the theme song from Steven Universe. If you're evil and you're on the rise, you can count on the 4 of us taking you down. 'Cause we're good and evil never beats us. We'll win the fight and then go out for pizzas. We are the crystal gems. We'll always save the day. And if you think we can't, we'll always find a way. That's why the people of this world believe in garnet, amethyst, and pearl and Stephen. The next one is an older one from Adventure Time. It's called Bad Little Boy. Good little girl, always picking a fight with me. You know that I'm bad, but you're spending the night with me. What do you want from my world? You're a good little girl. Bad little boy, that's what you're acting like. I really don't buy that you're that kind of guy.
I'll be doing a monologue from Getting Out by Marsha Norman, and I'll be playing Arlie.
She gets extra credit in acting back to this one.
Yeah, so bear with me here. So there was this little kid, see, this creepy little fucking next door. He had glasses and something wrong with his foot. I don't know, 7 maybe? Anyhow, every time his daddy went fishing, he'd bring this kid back some frogs. They built this little fence around him in the backyard like they was pets or something. And we'd try to go over and see him, but he'd start screaming to his mother to come out and get rid of us, real snotty-like. So we got tired of him being such a goody-goody. So one night, me and June snuck over there and put all his dumb old frogs in his sack. You never heard such a fuss. Now, we was planning on letting him go all over the place, but when they started jumping and all, we just figured they was asking for it. So we take him out front to the porch and throw them one at a time into the street. It was great seeing how far we could throw them. Over back of our backs and under our legs, and God, it was really funny seeing them fly through the air, then splat, all over somebody's car window or something. Then the next day we was waiting, and this little kid comes out in his backyard, looking for his stupid frogs. And he didn't see any, and he gets so crazy crying and everything. So we go over and tell him, we seen this big mess out in the street. He goes out and sees all them frogs' legs and bodies and shit all over everywhere. It was so funny. We about killed ourselves laughing. Then his mother came out, and she wouldn't let him go pick up all the pieces. So he just had to stand there, watching the cars go by, smooshing his babies right into the street. I was going to run and get him a frog's head, but June was yelling at me, "Ollie, get over here for some car slips on them frog's guts and crashes into you." I never had so much fun in one day in my whole life.
All right, I'll be doing the Danny and the Blue Sea, and I'll be playing the part of Danny. And it's a play made by Patrick Shane. I think I killed a guy last night. I beat him up. I don't know. I was at this party, a guy named Karl. We were getting pretty fucked up. And a guy comes over and says, "There's 2 guys outside." So I go outside. And there are 2 guys from another neighborhood out there. I asked them what they were doing there. They knew somebody. One of them was a big guy, real drunk. Said that he wanted to go. Said something about $20. And I told him, "Why don't you come over and give me the $20? He said he didn't have him. And I started hitting him. And when I was hitting him, it didn't seem to be doing nothing. I hit him a lot in the face and chest, but it didn't seem to be enough. I had him over a car hood. Then his friend comes over and says he wants to take him away. I said, okay. And then they start going down the block. And then they start fighting. So I went over there and I started hitting them. I worked on the little guy for a minute, and then I went back to the big guy. And I hit him as hard as I could for about 10 minutes. Didn't seem to be enough. Then I looked in his teeth. They were all broken. Then he fell to the ground, and I started stomping his fucking chest. I heard something break. Then I picked him from under his arms and threw him over this little fence. We ended up in someone's driveway. Then somebody said that this guy, that he had the money. I went over and I kicked him right in the nuts. He went right off the ground. Then I left.
I am going to do a monologue by Stephen Metcalf called Strange Snow. Look, I'm not a piece of fluff that you see in men's magazines. Does that make me less of a woman? No, it does not. And for some stupid reason, I think it does. So I buy contact lenses and clothes I can't really afford. You'd think I'd learn by now. You'd think I'd learn from the start. The soup is almost hot. David even had to get me a date for my high school formal. He rounded up all of his friends and told them one of them had to ask me to go, or he'd beat them all up. Suddenly I was invited, and that was all that mattered. There was something that couldn't be kept quiet, David's blackmail.
All right, so here's how this game works. All right, there's going to be two reporters, and they're going to be asking questions to somebody who is, he's at a press conference or whatever, and this person does not know who they are or what they're doing. They have to figure that out based on the questions asked from the interviewers.
Okay, who is he?
Mall cop.
Who?
Mall cop.
A mall cop.
Oh, a mall cop.
Like the mall cop, Paul Blart, or just a mall cop?
A mall cop.
A
A
mall
cop in the mall.
Gotcha.
And what did he do?
He stole a barrel of monkeys.
He stole a barrel of monkeys. Okay, that'll be
Can we
fun
ask her to leave?
No. Okay, please, bring him back in. Sit, Ubu.
All right, I'll start it. All right, thanks. I know you guys have plenty of plans planned later, so let's make this quick. What are your questions?
Do you like your job?
I like it very much. I think it's fun. I get lots of candy free and popcorn, and but that they don't know that I
Do
get
you
those
like
things.
working around all that retail?
It has its ups and downs. For one, I don't like retail, and two,
Do you enjoy the power that it gives you?
oh, I love power. I'm power crazy. I'm drunk on power right now. If you don't shut up, I'll show you my power.
Why did you do it?
Well,
What was the motive?
First, we have to figure out who he is.
You don't do it one, okay, well.
Yeah, no, we have to figure out who he is, and then what did he do?
Security?
That's close.
That's pretty close, man.
I wasn't guessing. I was calling for security. Security!
Take a guess.
Yes, you, sir. You have a question? I'm pointing at you, sir. You have a question, sir? Do you have a question?
How do you feel about segways?
Segways. I'm terrible at them.
Do you ride them often?
I did once. Drove off a cliff. Luckily, there was a branch there, just, like storybook. It was, of course, I racked myself, but yes, sir.
Do you get a uniform?
Oh, of course I get a uniform. Why wouldn't I get a uniform? I mean, it's better uniform than my last job.
How good a shot are you?
Well, don't ask the families of the victims.
With a pistol, that is.
Of course. What else would I be shooting with?
Do you even really need a gun, though?
I'm no good with a baton or a rubber snake. So I'm going to request the gun, yes. Do you have one?
Who are you?
I imagine I am a cop.
What kind?
More specific.
I am a mall cop.
Hey.
Good. Okay, and why did you do what you did?
Please, sit down. We're not done. We have many questions.
Like I said, 2 o'clock date.
You wish.
Still haven't done that except yet. Why did I do what I did?
Yes.
Well, sure,
Wasn't it difficult to carry a circular object like that?
Of course not. I have opposable thumbs. Why would it be so difficult?
Well, because it was flat on one side and sort of cylindrical.
Going all over the place, making it hard to carry.
Oh, really?
Wouldn't the
Hadn't
noise?
noticed.
Wouldn't the noise be deafening?
Oh, it's, what?
The noise be
Oh,
deafening?
the noise thing. Oh, right. No, not at all. No, it was pretty easy to use and. Yes, sir.
Where did you get them?
Why did you want them?
I was born with this. What?
Why did you want them?
Good question.
Well, I didn't have some of my own.
What did you plan to do with them?
I planned to do what I did
With them?
With them.
with them.
Aha!
Is that why you have a 2
Do
o'clock date?
you have the appropriate containment facility?
I have a small box.
Joke I can't do, but
Would that work?
It's working so far.
I see. That was before the surgery. So, back to, what type of thumb did you say you had?
I had opposable. I had two actually.
Ah,
Unless you count my big
so
toes.
you wanted more of that type of hand?
Well, I think I have enough going on right now. But sure, I wouldn't mind being more unique. I'm not against unique.
We noticed.
This is a little off topic, but how do you feel about evolution?
Oh, evolution.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Darwin.
I believe in it fully, and
You're picking lint off yourself already?
That's right. I have so much lint on my coat from standing here, and sitting here. It's dusty in here, and you can smell it, can't you? Of course, that other thing was him. I swear, it's him. But the
Thought
dust
that
too.
was you.
You can smell it.
That was you.
Yes, sir.
No, I'm just pulling my ear.
I think you're pulling my leg.
Well, yeah, that too. So what did you do? What nefarious deed did you do?
I would never. I am a mall cop, sir.
Well, no one's perfect.
That was almost a sentence. Well, here's another off-topic
Yes,
question.
please.
When you were a kid, and you would go out to recess, what was your favorite piece of jungle gym equipment?
Well, at my school, there was a big old tree, and I went out back, I found it. Sir, could you leave the room for a second? Would it take your call?
No, thank, it was the text.
Oh, it was a text. I
Yeah,
didn't know you
but
knew
I'm
that.
not driving.
So you do have friends.
No, it was probably a salesman.
To answer back to your question there, my favorite piece of equipment, actually, at my school, it was a bit of a sketchy school. An old school used to be a mental institute. So at the back was a big old tree with a rope.
Did you have to apply or did you get a scholarship?
I was born there.
Yeah, we thought so.
Yeah, so there was a tree. I think my favorite piece of jungle gym equipment out there was probably the rope.
Aha, and given enough,
I lost 3 friends to it.
yeah, you can hang yourself to it.
I got aggressive.
God, sir, there was a tire at the end.
Jesus, you work for the New Yorker. Settle down.
What was the tire at the other end for?
Swinging, what? Cooking eggs.
It wasn't a multiple choice question.
I didn't ask you to ask a question.
Ah, so, what did you like about that piece of equipment? And what was it again?
It was a rope
Rope, uh-huh.
on a tree that you don't hang yourself with. May I ask you a question, sir?
Oh, you betcha.
Does this question that you just asked have any relevance to anything that we're doing right now?
That's what?
Have any relevance to what we're doing right now?
Oh, yes, of course. You sound like you just got in last night
I did.
from Upper Peninsula.
You know, there's another thing about improv. You're not supposed to use inside jokes.
It's not an inside joke. We're outside.
Oh, I haven't. Oh, my. It's just
Yeah.
cloudy coverage. And a lot of people. I thought it was a stadium. Yes, sir.
Right back at you.
Is that not the appropriate response? I'm sorry. I'll make a public apology. I did not mean to flip him the bird. I thought I was answering the question.
It's a big man, you know.
All right, now, you guys know I gotta get back to the mall. You know, people are kind of probably looting. I'm the only cop there. Somebody stole my Segway 5 minutes ago. I got a text.
I've got a Vespa
Who cares?
in case of your Segway.
So, yeah, I was gonna take like 3 more questions. 3 more questions. Anybody? Yes.
Why am I up here? Oh, you mean to the thing.
Yeah.
Let's see. Do you enjoy the zoo?
I do. I like the elephants. I like the way they smell. Don't judge.
What other animals would be your favorites?
Probably the zebra.
Aha,
Reminds me of my time in jail.
aha. Is a zebra black over white or white over black?
Does it matter?
Yes.
Okay. It's purple and gold. Yeah. Some people see black and white, some people see blue, you know.
It's like that bird.
Yeah,
What?
yeah. It was,
I tried it and had nothing to do with this.
I got a question for you. Do you even know why I'm here?
no,
No,
neither do they.
I've forgotten the point.
I remember.
Question, you have a question?
What was your when
Not as
you
easy as it
sing,
looks.
when you sing kid songs when you were a child and you'd sing Happy Birthday? What were some of the lyrics?
Well, there's Happy Birthday
What were the add-ons?
to you.
Mhm.
I think there was another Happy Birthday to you. Happy Birthday,
You look like a,
monkey.
so then a big sort of cylindrical thing carrying a bunch of things that you took.
I did a lot of messing around with drugs as a kid. But I don't know how you got a hold of that information.
You have to try to guess what it was you stole.
I'd like to.
And we've given you more than enough.
Did I steal a banana?
No.
How was that close? What's close to a banana? Plantain
I would say an apple.
What eats bananas a lot?
with a monkey.
What carries,
Where's that rope so I can hang myself?
I'll cut out the middle
Just
man.
do it. Just end it.
Yes?
Your hands are very cold.
the cylindrical wooden thing that holds monkeys, what is it?
A stick.
No?
Oh my God.
Hold on. It holds a monkey?
A bunch of, a
Cylindrical.
cylindrical container that monkeys are in.
They come in increments of 50.
barrel.
Yeah.
Oh Jesus.
I,
So what'd you steal?
I got
well, I'm a mall cop and stole a barrel of monkey.
Yes, you are.
No, big tangy